Yeah, if you want to continue, continue.
The Guardian had severed Gemini the Duplicate's influence, but East Artia's supernaturals remained on the offensive. Queen Harriet of Coento steadfastly led her troops to quell the supernatural hordes threatening the country along the border. The Guardian returned to assist on the front lines, but a foreboding sense of unease remained.
Dark Falz Gemini readings have nearly vanished. Do you think we're done? Indeed. We still have the profound darkness and Elmir to deal with. Emphasis on the latter. He's way too sneaky for his own good. Where the heck is he? An earthquake? When? What is that thing? Oh, jeez. Harriet and her troops are over there.
What hole did these monsters crawl out of? Lady Harriet, our position won't hold. We must retreat at once.
But at this rate...
Lady Harriet, perish here and all hope is lost. So please, I beseech you.
Understood. Varuna, give the order to retreat. Maintain the front, but we must return to Coento.
As you command. What in the heavens? Oh, we've been attacked from within Coento! A horde of monsters is heading this way! Protect Lady Harriet at all costs! Milady, it's far too dangerous here. We'll simply have to break through. Stay with me now. No summoners are Castrum Demonica. Where are these supernaturals coming from? Milady, the lake should permit safe passage. Take a boat and flee while I hold them off.
Varuna!
Milady, you need not worry. I will be right behind you. Now go! Protect Lady Harriet. Sir!
Varuna! Varuna!
You should be safe here, Your Highness.
Here too? I know that the Guardian will find some way to handle this. I'll hold off the hordes until then. always had faith in you. Thank goodness. With this, the world is as one. Pardon me, Guardian, but where is Sierra?
Oh, you're more clever than I thought. I went to all this trouble for nothing.
Wait. Elmir!
Why do you sound surprised? You knew I was alive, didn't you?
You mean to say you're immortal?
Life and death are all but meaningless in this world. Don't you agree?
What are you saying?
The Guardian does good work. The fighting nearby should calm down soon enough. I should truly thank them for the hard work. Elder, Luther, Apprentice, and Gemini. Their factors have all returned to the land, which leaves you and me. Understand, Harriet? Or rather, the vessel of ephemera?
What did you call me?
By uniting ephemera's vessel with its soul, this world can be made one again. Your desired world made reality. No complaints, eh, Harriet?
No. If it happens, the world will be...
Time for a little miracle making. A miracle to end the world.
What is that?
Isn't it obvious? It's a cocoon. And cozily wrapped up inside is the Profound's source.
Wait a sec, Elmir!
Hey, haven't seen you since April. Thought I'd say a few hellos and thank yous, Chief. Don't be like that, Chief. Oh, fine. Let me give you a hint then. What, pray tell, is this? Oh, scary. This belonged to you, right? Though, I suppose I should say it belongs to future you. Correct. Gold star. I'm Dark Falz persona. Or at least, the inheritor to the throne. The profound darkness merged with the Akashic records. The darkness that spilled forth from that snuck its way into me, into Elmir, before I was born. Get it now? I was brought into this world at the same time Ephemera was. Oh, I was in trouble for a while there. My factors unraveling. A poor excuse for a Dark Falz, unable to become one with the profound darkness. And then you appeared. You really saved me. You clobbered the Dark Falz Collective and returned my factors to me.
Your factors?
Oh? Have you not noticed? You're crazy powerful, Chief. But you could never use a Dark Falz power as is. I took the factors for myself. All you got were the faintest, wispiest remains. That's why this body of mine is in such delightful shape.
How in the world could you do such a thing?
Oh dear. Seems like the further down the family tree you get from the Akashic Records, the weaker you become. The Akashic Records made this world, and the profound darkness took root. There was only one place for the factors to go. Correct. This world is the profound darkness, the place where I was created. But there was a twist. I wasn't like this originally. I didn't even have it in me to make a move before. I planned to sleep, unnoticed and silent, until an opportunity presented itself. But truth always causes trouble, no matter what it is. Summoning. He can call it whatever he wants. He accessed me and pulled me out. All my plans down the drain. But I wasn't going to sit by and do nothing while someone stole my vessel. So I got you guys to fight amongst yourselves while I took my vessel and factors back. Ah, that's right. I have you to thank for my vessel as well. You're the one who protected it. Thanks to you, I have plenty of power, and will be revived in my perfect form as well. Oh dear, I've gone and forgotten its name. Oh, that's right. I believe you called her Harriet.
What have you done to her?
Correct. Nice deduction, Chief. Now, any guesses on what that cocoon might be? I can only exist here. Only here. So, all I need to do is absorb everything into me. That's a Dark Falz wrestle better, right, Chief? Temper, Chief. Besides, you're far too late. Bye-bye, Chiefy Weepy. Your heroic tale of global annihilation was quite intriguing.
Guys, we got a teensy little emergency. Gotta get help. Sorry. Sorry about that. Wait now. Are you okay? You look horrible. Did something happen?
Fair enough. The two are likely related, so let me start by explaining what's going on here. The black hole suddenly expanded to a gigantic size, and not from absorbing outside material. It's expanding from within. This is what it looks like from afar.
pulsating sound. Sound doesn't travel in space, so yeah, that's weird.
It's beating like a heart and getting bigger by the moment.
Well, someone acknowledges sound doesn't travel in space.
I wonder, would you mind explaining what happened on Omega? Okay.
Omega itself is the profound darkness.
So the profound darkness isn't attached to Omega. It's more like Omega is attached to the profound darkness's back. It's weird though. What happened to that guy who was supposed to be the profound darkness's true form? Elmir says he's Persona. I guess he could be lying, but I don't see why he would do that.
We can't afford to take an optimistic read of the situation. We should operate on the assumption that the persona we knew no longer exists, and that Elmir is now Persona. If this is all being caused by Elmir and his cocoon, we have to do something to stop it.
So basically, we have to destroy it. How are we going to do that? And if we do, Harry is inside. What will happen to her? But, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Even if we don't understand what's going on, we have to do something. We came all the way to solve issues that we did not understand. I guess we will just keep going and do everything we can.
We'll handle things here. I need you two to continue your investigation on Omega. We don't have a lot of time, but you're right. We can still do something about this.
Let's head back to Cuento. It's probably a mess there without Harry. Ephemera first showed up in that world a few decades ago, right? Which means the profound darkness got there a little earlier than that. The profound darkness went to Omega at roughly the same time we did. So why the gap? Allow me to explain. I mentioned this before, but the flow of time within the Akashic records is pretty messy. Every time we arrange the records inside, all kinds of worlds get jumbled up at unbelievable speeds. The profound darkness, a foreign entity, got in, followed moments later by you. Once I noticed you, I synchronized the time streams. You did what now? Basically, I fixed things up real good. However, at that instant, a tiny difference in the time stream caused several decades to pass. That's how chaotic the flow of time is in Omega. The Akashic records. Time rotates over there. Which sounds odd, but that's what happens when records are getting jumbled up all the time. So what would have happened if you didn't stop time back then? The black hole would have probably swallowed everything up lickety-split. Didn't mean to knock that one way out of the park, but hey, I guess I did.
I wonder if this is the end of episode 5? Not sure.
Hurry! Move it!
Stay with me now.
Whoa! Sure is quite the commotion here. Not as chaotic as I expected, though. Everyone's running and everyone's only the mirror folks. Area could come under attack again. We need everyone to evacuate to ensure their own protection. No need to rush. You have any questions? Just talk to the guard. too? Let's hurry to the castle! Maggie! How disrespectful. My least favorite fairy has made her return, I see.
And the Guardian is with you as well. Glad to have you with us.
As you can see, we're evacuating the citizens of Koeto. They wouldn't really listen to me, but it's been a lot easier with the Sword Maiden helping out. Evacuating? Do you know what's going on, Maggie? No idea. Whatever it is, it's dangerous. You can see that spooky black cocoon in the distance, right? The center's overflowing with a dark liquid, along with an endless supply of supernaturals and castrum demonica. The whole area's a nightmare. No matter how many we beat, they just keep on coming. So we've set up a wall to keep them out, and evacuating to the west in the meantime. Migrants are always welcome in Epic. It's a pretty harsh place to live, though.
My blade is lending me its strength, which tells me that the situation is just as dire as when the Crimson Fellworm appeared. According to my blade, the cocoon is a manifestation of the Fellworm, and in time, it may prove an even greater threat.
Harriet went missing all of a sudden. But that just means I gotta work even harder. If she were here, she'd make sure all of her citizens were safe. So I'm doing it in her stead. Okay, I've answered your questions. Now it's time for mine. Where's Harriet? Well...
She's inside that black cocoon, isn't she?
Don't give us that how'd you know look. It's the only thing that makes sense given the circumstances. For her to vanish at a time like this, something must have happened to her. If she was injured, there's no way you'd leave her side. And if she died, we'd have heard about it. What other explanation is there? And then you asked us what was going on, but didn't seem concerned about where she was. Because you already knew. There's only one place she could be. Excellent deduction, Maggie.
That's anime logic for you.
My kingdom started making mind control potions for a reason, you know. And I get why you might be feeling in trouble about this. So I'm going to back you up in every way that a monarch can. The path forward is clear. If that thing wasn't here, we'd be out of this mess. That thing's a problem. In conclusion, we do something about that thing. But Harriet's in that black cocoon. Well, we'll just have to leave that to the Guardian. It's not that simple. Shut it, Fairy. That's the only option we've got. If we can't handle a problem, the Guardian can.
The Queen of Epic is right. The Guardian has proven time and time again that for them, all things are possible. They managed to both defeat the Crimson Fellworm and save my uncle's soul trapped within it.
They also saved me after I was consumed by darkness. And your heroic deeds don't end there, Guardian. If someone were to ask me, what do you believe in? I know just what I'd say. I believe in the Guardian. My belief in you is the reason I put so much into this fight. Whatever happens is the result of that belief. You don't need to feel responsible, and you don't need to doubt yourself. The responsibility for these decisions falls on two people, Harriet and me. Maggie! That disrespectful nickname seriously grinds my gears!
Guardian, you can get through this. My blade has said so. You've been the harbinger of many miracles in the past. This will be no different. No, ignore my blade. I believe this. Me. My blade was forged to slay the Hellworm. And I'm here of my own volition to support you. Let us make a solemn vow, here and now.
We are currently preparing to call on all ARKS ops to participate in a large-scale enemy suppression operation. It will be held on Amdeskia.
How you feeling, Harriet? top of the world, right?
Yeah, this seems like the final chapter.
Endless appetite with an entire world to devour. Now that's a buffet.
What are you doing? What are you going to do to me?
Well, I'm not going to do anything. Our very existence will end the world. That's how we were made. You see the dark liquid, right? It's going to devour everything. Because that liquid, it's us. It corrupts mana, photons. It feeds, expands, deranges, blending into the world. Everything becomes one. Everything returns to the beginning. Everything ends. That's our goal.
I want no part in that. I've wanted nothing but to bring peace to the world.
Peace to the world, huh? Whose wish was that anyway, my dear Harriet?
What do you...
You're not Harriet. You're just something else that's taken her shape. You understand that better than anyone, don't you? Do you really believe those wishes are yours? Or were they simply planted inside you?
You can't be.
Oh, if it isn't my favorite little chief. I thought I scared you off. But here you are. You just love to spin those wheels, don't you?
Guardian.
Oh, I get it. They're the reason you still have hope. In that case, let me show you just how powerless they are before me.
The black hole is enlarging even faster now. Stopping time barely gave us a breather. This is getting ridiculous.
What next, show? Is there anything else I can do?
No, keep going. If you stop, it's only going to spiral out of control.
Show. That thing's devouring nearby photons to get bigger, right?
Seems like it. Got an idea, Alma?
Alma? I'm leaving this in your hands, number 2. No problem, right? What? It'll be fine. Don't worry about the details. Just go full throttle. I have to go handle something. Something that only I can do. Alma!
Matoi, keep it going. I'm sure Alma's got a plan.
But if she goes out there alone, she'll...
I know. I'll ensure she's not flying solo.
Everyone's working so hard, doing whatever they can to see this through. Me too. I'll pull out all the stops to protect everyone. We can do this. Am I really up to this? Well, no use second guessing myself. Yep, it's do or die. Right, Clara's Grace? There used to be 3. Now there's 1.
matter. Just gotta repeat the feat. Emulate. Akashic hold. Be born anew. Clarissa the White. The Coento army faced a do-or-die situation, using a magical barrier to push back the waves of supernaturals. But the Horde showed no signs of tiring. With every passing minute, it continued growing larger. So long as the source remained, victory was impossible. The Guardian and Elise readied themselves to enter the fray.
I count roughly 100,000 readings. And climbing.
The barriers kept them at bay so far. But if they breach that, we're finished. What lies ahead is a veritable hive of supernaturals. We must breach it to reach the cocoon. Are you ready, Guardian? Allow me to take point. This is my moment! Now! Of course! Blade of mine! The final battle is at hand!
I'll use a sword for this one just because.
You should do it! What? These readings are off the charts! There's no end to them!
Did you see their faces? Did you? Oh, that was spectacular. They don't get it. No matter how many they defeat, the photons will simply overflow. And we get all of it to replicate and create until the cows come home. Ain't that right, Harriet? Huh? That's weird. Is photon absorption slowing down? What?
Man, I guess I kinda knew this already. But doing this by my lonesome is pretty rough. They're even trying to absorb the photons for the barrier. That's a problem. Guess we'll just have to see who gives first.
A barrier to cut off photonic flow? I never knew anyone could make such a thing. Aren't you special?
The replication's slowing down? No! I'll lure them away. Guardian, head to the cocoon. Save your thanks for when I see you next. For now, let us fulfill our roles as foretold. I wield power divine, etched into ancient legend. I vowed never to use it for myself. The time has come to break that vow. I am here today, not as the Sword Maiden, but as Elise Landale. I am here to save my friends! Come forth, evil ones! Today, my blade carves a new legend into history! Lady Elise. We've come a long way, but we're still pretty far from the cocoon. And the horde keeps growing too. Above us! Arrived in the nick of time! Who wants to praise me first? Maggie, what are you? How did you get here? Thanks to our god, of course. I explained that if the world ends, they'd have no worshippers. That convinced them. Even our god seemed to think that was pretty messed up. So, they granted me some temporary worldly majesty. Pretty opportunistic use of your god, if you ask me. You don't know anything, fairy. Gods are just opportunists to begin with. They can do anything they want. Only reason they don't is because it's a pain in the butt. So when a god decides to actually do something for a change, that right there is a godsend. Also, it's worth noting that I didn't come alone.
For Lady Harriet! For the Guardian! So many have gathered to save the world. Guardian, please save Lady Harriet.
There's a battle at the barrier. Looks like the enemy's amassing their forces there. Just a bunch of mindless monsters. the stench of blood happens to be the strongest. Everyone's here to help you, so you better not let them down. Just think about it. What kind of legendary guardian would you be then?
Emergency mission alert. Large-scale deployment operation in progress. All ARKS ops, report to the Question to join the mission.
Emergency code. Completed.
Got really fast. That's why.
Oh, I must say, I'm surprised at what absolutely filthy creatures humans are. All they do is fight, and now they team up to oppose me? I'm less angry and more amazed.
People are filled with compassion.
Wrong. People kill each other. Trust me, history backs me up here.
A history of conflict, as well as cooperation.
History's tragedies, all caused by the arrogance of man. All civilizations brought low by humanity's failings. So we came to the conclusion that humans are unnecessary. The photons themselves said so. We determined humanity's presence in the cosmos unnecessary. No humans, no conflict. Enough playing around. I'm getting rid of that troublesome barrier and crushing any idiot stupid enough to stand in my way. Omega is our world. No miracle is beyond our grasp. Their pitiful thrashings change nothing. If you prefer not to see your friends die, you can always shut your eyes, Harriet.
I will do no such thing. I believe in them. They'll get through this. They will save me.
Here to give me a beatdown? Guess that means I'm doing a good job foiling your plans. You won't break me. Not here!
So I thought it was established that sound didn't travel in space.
Way worse stuff than this! So I'm not gonna let you pipsqueaks take me down! Most folks don't get to die twice. Myself included. With any luck, yep, I'm staying right where I am! Who in the...
Looks like you've got yourself in some mighty trouble. Why didn't you call us sooner?
Mary!
But this time we make it. Together, we'll handle this. Whatever happens, we'll overcome it.
Reggie!
No need for details. One question. You rusty Alma.
Of course not, Mary!
I might not be able to see you, Alma, but you're there, aren't you? Be that the case, you have my blade.
Thank you, Reggie! Then let's do this, guys! Just like during the war against Elder!
Prepare to fall. Lagrid!
Come to me, blade of justice.
Clarissa the White! Heed my call to our friendship!
I have to say, the action scenes in this episode have been cut above.
What? So I can't siphon photons from the outside, huh? You waste your time, ARKS. If I can't get photons from the outside, I'll just get them from the inside. That's plenty.
Time out! Time out! Is it just me? Or are the enemies getting stronger? What's going on? The readings are completely different now. Is that cocoon making them? Are they trying to overwhelm us with sheer numbers? Even our God wasn't able to predict this! We're going to get...
Did you see that, Elliot? Did you? They got absolutely destroyed. Astounding numbers for astounding heroes. Even the Guardian can't make it through my army. Your death could have been quick and painless if you hadn't resisted. Too bad for you, sheep.
This world is a gathering place for memories. So don't think you're the only one who can make miracles here.
We're not dead? Huh? Oh, what the? Mary! Mary! Look! Look at that!
Hey, hey, quit it, Wolf! Could you lay off stealing my prey? I was just about to tear him apart.
All I did was take the most efficient course of action.
Oh.
Wolf and Atosa, former members of the Six? What are they doing here? Doesn't it appear obvious? It was I that called them here. Alma? Idiot. I am not Alma. She's over on Oracle. That means... Precisely. Taking on the role of a god here was great and all, but duty calls. Alma's out there giving it her all, so I can't afford to be slacking off.
This body might be illusory, but I know what I must do.
Yeah, darn right. We've got baddies here that need defeated. And that's really all we need to know. Who's ready for a mass meeting?
This is gonna blow you evildoers away.
Ben Fatal, the Monarch Slayer!
Roar! Quantum the Imperial!
Emulate. Akashic Hold. Come forth. Clarissa the White. Behold, my name is Clarice Craze, and the world bends to our will. Hey, Alma's friend. Don't you have somewhere you need to be? You better get moving. We'll handle everything over here. Hey! Mindless monarch! Start slaying! That's a divine order! Disobey and get divinely punished! Whoa! Aren't you a little crazy for a god? You're the one who decided to worship me, dumbass! Just like ARKS, the fools worshipped me and sacrificed Alma. I have for a long time said that no one should suffer those fools gladly. But even so, Alma wanted to save them. And of course I would, because I wanted to save her. Hey, Alma's friend. Better make the right choice. Don't force me to abandon ARKS. Make us believe in you through everything that you've done.
Curse you, Harriet! What have you done?
It was the world. The world simply responded to the wishes of its people, calling down their god and summoning heroes of old.
Wishes of the people? They're filled with nothing but dishonesty and greed!
That's not true. I was shown that people are more than that. By my father, my brother, and the guardian. Add me to Almir. People don't fall that easily into despair. And I'm not going to either.
You think yourself human? You're nothing but a vessel!
No. I am human. I am Harriet. Everyone believes in me. The Guardian believes in me too. So I'm not going to just stand aside and let you take my humanity away from me.
So you're the reason she still has hope? Guardian!
I'm detecting an intense energy reading. The Dark Falz Collective has assembled. As far as warm welcomes go, that's a bit much. And we're almost to the cocoon.
They won't even slow us down. The bird's eye view of them. They're positively hideous.
Look at this. I can hardly believe this happened. I find myself filled with the desire to eradicate them. You just want someone to play with, yeah? I'll play with you all you like.
I'll play with you forever and ever and ever until you break.
Don't get things twisted. They piss me off. That's why they gotta die.
Interpret this however you like. Just know that our cooperation with you ends if you fail to save Harriet.
It sure is fun wrecking the plans of someone who childishly believes everything will go their way. You can't just use people and expect no one to complain, you know?
Yeah, that's just unfair. He needs payback for everything.
Go forth, masterpiece. Save my sister.
Where are you looking?
Play with me first.
You got lots of playing to do.
Sure you want to learn a few more things.
Now, time to dispose of these defective toys.
Alright. This might be the last. I don't know.
Wow, nicely done. You've managed to completely mess up my plans, Chief. Figured you'd never be able to access backups from here. But it seems you're too beloved for that. And not just by the people of this false world. Even the Dark Falz Collective is buddy with you now. Harriet, if you're looking for her, she's right in front of you.
You mean she's the black cocoon?
She is the vessel for the profound darkness. Always has been, even in this world. The love of her people changes nothing. In the end, she will bring about the destruction of this world. That's the record that was set for her. To be a sacrifice. Call it her destiny, if you want. You get it, Chief? You can't save her. Unless you kill her. But you're good at killing, aren't you, Chief? That's how you got to be who you are. Bunch of broken records, all of you. You all keep saying, I'll save her, but you can't. People choose to sacrifice others to survive. They did so in the past, do so now, do it again in the future. The world demands destruction, here and now. Everything returned to nothing. Isn't that what you and Persona want? Shut your trap. I am more cut out to be a Dark Falz than anyone. The records of the Guardian have existed since time immemorial, extending far into the future, but I will destroy them here and now. Let's get this resurrection started.
Yeah, I love being a high level. Okay, quest progress has been saved, so this will be a longer one. But I think that does confirm that this is the last hands-on part of the chapter.
Do you even know how many ordeals they've overcome? You couldn't even hold a candle to the profound darkness, or even Persona the Masked.
You think I'll I have to say, I was really in dire straits. The vessel was taken from me, and my soul was inside it, bonded to it, with me unable to break it free. I was screwed. So very, very screwed. But then you showed up, Guardian. So thanks for slicing that cocoon apart, for cutting me free. Now, I am whole again.
What happened to Harriet?
Harriet, that weak soul, long gone. You think I don't compare to Persona? Or the profound darkness? Of course I didn't. This isn't my real body.
Ah, so that's the thing I fought in the new Ultimate Quest. Or attempted to fight.
This time for keeps.
This reading, it's on a completely different level from a Dark Falz. It's like the profound darkness.
Of course it is. That's the true extent of my power. After acquiring Elder, Apprentice, Luther, Gemini, and Persona's factors, and returning to my proper vessel, as the profound darkness, I will bring righteous destruction upon the world and erase photons from existence. In doing so, I'll erase the Akashic records as well. And the universe's memories with it. Pleasant memories, sad memories, joyful, wrathful memories. All return to nothingness.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Harriet?
Harriet's soul? How is it still here? It should have vanished with the rest of her. You would still oppose me?
The truth is, I adore this world. My soul exists only to protect it. That's why I was born. I don't get it. After all this time, I don't know why I'm here. Guardian, savior of legend, epitome. Forge a new legend. I beseech you. Guardian, how far will you?
You failure of a soul! And you, failure of a Dark Falz! Just what can the two of you do against me? I will obliterate this world! No, the universe! I will erase the records of all existence! The idea is that the monstrosity erasing. You disappeared. Humanity, code you. How could a mere guardian do this?
That was even easier than the last one.
Now, use your powers to save Harriet!
Guardian, just this once. Would you quit it with the platitudes about saving people? This is special. I want this to be a battle to the death. With tension so fixed, you can cut it with a knife. Don't get ahead of yourself by mistake.
You're a nuisance.
Yours have earned you a death sentence. How can you save anyone if you're struggling in a moment as trade as this one?
This is the world that Luther always dreamed of. A world without horror. In order to make that a reality, they had to take on everything. That's all. That is what the soul and vessel are for.
Do you now?
Luther, what?
Harriet, have a listen.
Might not be able to hear it, but there are small voices.
Pulling out for me. I'm not Harriet. I'm just her hideous vessel.
You have the power to change the world, Harriet. But if you don't change, the world won't either.
You want me to dream up our future? My body was consumed by darkness.
The future you seek has always been with you. You just weren't headed in the right direction. Look.
Guardian.
To desire a future is the right of all living things. There's no betrayal, not for the world, nor for you. You're not a puppet. You're your own person. Harriet.
Farewell.
Farewell to you as well, sister.
Guardian. I've decided. I've decided to go forth and to live my life.
This is impossible! I'm lost! Me?
Indeed. It seems the Guardian has bested you.
The ephemera has been purified, and yet you are still here! Why won't you just die, Harriet?
The world will be changed because I will it so. My desire for a future has kept me alive.
Meaningless prattle, all of it! This world will loop around, over and over! Strike me down now, and I'll appear again as many times as it takes! I have the factors! Of course history would turn out like this. It has to, in order to end. Though it would have been easier on all of us if you had just stayed gone.
What do you...
The future isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Despair's there, too. Ever by your side. You will suffer over and over. You will feel the resentment of the world. You will perish in despair.
Talk about a desperate death speech. I guess he's just a sore loser. But forget all that. You okay, Harriet?
I'm honestly not sure. But my spirit is here with you. And it's all thanks to you, Guardian. But I've caused much harm to my friends and the people of the world. I'm alive. But even so,
Harriet! You're safe and sound! Safe and sound! Oh, thank goodness!
was quite the crisis, Lady Harriet. Your safe return deserves a moment of celebration. Lady Elise!
Huh? Why do you look so down? Aren't you happy? You made it out alive!
Alive? No, I just caused everyone so much trouble.
You dummy! Oh, that's what monarchs do! You can't sit around feeling sorry for yourself. Besides, you didn't cause all of this. Elmir did. You shouldn't have to bear the blame. Take our god, for example. She's fickle, ignores her duties, smites whoever she wants. That's what trouble looks like. Well now, foolish monarch, you look like you could use a good smiting yourself. Almighty one! That was just a figure of speech. Besides, it was all true anyway. Whatever. To be a god is to forgive. I can always smite you another time. That's not what forgiveness means! More importantly, you know you'll just fade away, right? With your vessel gone, you're nothing but the last vestiges of your... You're holding together for now, but without a receptacle for your soul, you'll eventually vanish.
No. Honestly, it's a miracle I had a heart in the first place. As is the fact that I got to see all of you once more. Even if my memory ends here, well, that's enough. Truly.
Could you not? We finally became friends, and now you're saying goodbye? No freaking way! How about putting those godly powers to good use, Almighty One? You sure do like to ask the impossible. But hell, who am I kidding? I love your stupid, misplaced bravery. Harriet, your soul staying behind would put this world's history on the right track. So I want you to take over for me. To be my successor. To support this world as its new god. If you do that, then I'll become your new body. I'm actually pretty awesome at doing this kind of thing. Done it before, even.
Doesn't that mean Epic won't have your divine helping hand guiding the way anymore?
Oh, come on! Who cares about that? The world needs you more than some stupid helping hand, Harriet! You underestimate the power of the divine, foolish monarch. I like that you don't think about the consequences. Just like someone I'm quite fond of. Achoo! Achoo! I was originally a ghost. Something that shouldn't exist in the first place. So don't worry about what will happen to me. Besides, if I'm going to pass, I'd like to do it helping someone. Consider it a gift from your fickle god. Harriet, you saved Margareta. And you also saved Alma. So now, you can consider us even.
Right. Thank you so very much.
Hold on. After this, Harriet's what's going to become our god? Does that mean Epic and Coento have to merge? This calls for a name change. Something like the Sacred Magical Kingdom of Epicuento. Maggie, I'd say you should stick to governance. But what? Careful now. Disrespect me, and Harriet will smite you.
I don't just smite people out of wind, Margareta. Also, it looks like I have to go.
Where exactly?
I'm this world's god now. So I have somewhere I must be. To be one with the world itself. Taking corporeal forms in a one-time deal, you see.
Hey, wait. So you're leaving anyway? I am very much not a fan of this.
I'm not leaving. I'm becoming one with the world. To support everyone and everything. I was born from nothingness. And now, I can be a shoulder for everyone to lean on. I couldn't be happier.
Harriet!
Please don't be sad, Margareta. No worries. Once I get used to my new powers, I'll be able to pay you divine visits whenever you like. Until then, I leave... what did you call it? The Sacred Magical Kingdom of Epicuento? I leave it to you.
Huh? Fairy? Guardian? Something weird is coming out of you guys.
Which means the world has been saved. Guardian, I can't even begin to thank you enough. But before we part, let me say one last thing. I hope, from the bottom of my heart, that we meet again one day. Farewell, Guardian. I will be with you, always.
Get him whole winner.
Well, that's over.
That it is.
Well, that's it. Labrys and I haven't gone on much of a rampage yet.
Raring to go as usual, huh, Mary? I'm all tuckered out, personally.
Our job is done. Time for us to go, Maria.
Yeah. Thanks. Reggie?
Oops, my hand slipped.
What are you doing, Maria?
Oh, please, still embarrassed about this kind of thing at your age? Do you really need to see her to talk to her? You and Alma are closer than that, aren't you? Oh, that battle left me wanting. Guess I'll go train Sarah for a while.
Reggie,
You're the one who doesn't get it, Maria. She and I, we don't need words, right, Alma?
oh yeah? Well, my feelings are more complicated than you think, Reggie.
Just a little bit more.
He'll come back. Shao, what happened with the black hole?
No need to worry. Right before you guys came back, it vanished. I also got word that Earth's black hole disappeared at the same time.
Does that mean Omega is gone too?
Omega was created by the Akashic Records, so it'll continue to exist over there. But the threat has passed. You guys did some great work. The universe is saved. Leave the rest to me. The reading has completely vanished. Nothing from Naverius either. Based solely on the data, it's safe to conclude they're gone. Of course, that doesn't change the fact that Persona lent you their strength.
Yeah, I can feel it too. It's not clear, but it's there. I can feel them within you. A warmth that wasn't there before. You've advanced, even just a little bit.
You and Matoi must be exhausted. Go ahead and get some rest.
Yeah, and you're gonna get yelled at if you don't get a medical check.
You should get some too, Sierra. I'll handle the bridge.
Why?
You've been constantly involved with resolving issues on uncountable worlds. I'd say a little vacation is in order.
Why, I'll be. I never thought I'd live to see the day where Shao would use such kind words towards me. Had some ups and downs along the way, but all's well that ends well.
Indeed. I wish to thank you once more for all your efforts on Omega.
You should only exist on Omega. What are you doing here?
You and I are similar beings. That's all. Guardian, please come with me. Let us go greet my master.
Okay.
Verona, what is it that you're after?
Me? I'm not after anything. I simply serve the will of my master. That is an unchanging, unflinching fact. Everything I do is for my master.
Thus, with the guidance of their just ruler, the sacred magical kingdom of Epicuento overcame its hardships, and enjoyed peace everlasting. Harriet became a name that would go down in Omegan history. With the strength provided by her friends, she found salvation by putting her trust in others. But that's not how history actually unfolded. The real story was quite different. Something you're all too aware of, I'm sure.
What?
That was all a dream. None of it actually happened. In reality, there was no one to save them. Your saving her in that dream has allowed me to be here, however. For that kindness, I've come to thank you.
What in the world?
It takes an enormous amount of energy to cross dimensions, you know. That black hole had more than enough power to create an entire world. And I absorbed every last bit of it as it vanished. That's how I was able to return. That's why I'm here.
Just who are you?
Are you stalling for time, Sierra?
Office here declaring emergency. Aborting limiters.
Naverius! What your kids?
Then drop this.
Just who are
I came to thank you and get violence and anger in return. That hurts, you know.
It seems the time has come.
This time, I get to be the one doing the saving.
What is this? Nothing we do is getting through.
We're hitting them, but they're just absorbing the blows.
Is that all you've got? How unfortunate. I only wanted to thank you, but if you can't offer much of a fight, perhaps I should just end it all right here. What the?
Kinda disappointing for a shot from her blind spot. But I guess she is the goddess of annihilation. Maybe try damaging her next time?
But I did damage her, which proves she's not invincible. Now I get it. You only put your soul into a vessel. So, the dream of the Akashic Records was correct after all. But you cling to life with the most unbecoming desperation. Shall we go ahead and get introductions out of the way then? Hear me, universe. My name is Shiva, goddess of annihilation. Long ago, I was sacrificed for the world. But listen well. This time around, You shall be sacrificed for me. Vessel of the universe, born of the Akashic records, I will break you and the universe both. I was born of the beginning, and you were born of the end. When all is said and done, not even the Akashic records know which one of us will remain.
Okay, there's even more than that. Wow.
Now this is interesting. That was supposed to serve as my sustenance. I never expected it to take form once more. Lingering regrets, perhaps? Or has it been lured in by the soul? A perfect sacrificial power in any event. Now then, ARKS, do you care to prove your strength? Let's begin. You won't be vanquished quite so easily, will you?
The large-scale operation has ended. Thank you for your support.
Can't access that yet. That's related to an urgent quest, but that is episode 5.